go. Game number 2 of U18A Provincials. Your Sudbury Lady Wolves facing off against Mississauga Hurricanes. Lontang takes the puck into the zone. She gets a score from Paris. In comes Bella Mass. Down in the corner for Izzy. Puts it out front. Paris tied up. Gets a piece of it. At the blue line, good coverage from Perry. Puts that in front. It's loose. Paris gets a shot. Big save. Rebound. Goes in behind the net. Perry with some pressure on the sidewall. Bella Mass keeps it in, walks in a little bit, takes a shot, deflected high. Izzy gets it back to Kaylin. Kaylin back to Izzy. She walks in, hands it off to Bella. Bella Mass, shot, blocker save. Izzy Lontang in the corner after it. Support from Perry. Gets it to Parrish, puts it on net. Rebound goes behind the net. Hurricanes pick it up. They chip it down. Hands up for an icing. Icing called. Oh, music, so I gotta mute it. Here we go. Ryan Morris wins it back to Rowan Frood. Her shot's blocked. Players down. If they won't blow the whistle to Mississauga gets the puck though. She's back up, so no whistle's going to be blown. Player gets it, but Frood's there to keep it in. Morris with some pressure. Speaking of Morris, I'd like to give a shout out to great Granny Faye in her 90s tuning in to watch her great granddaughter play hockey. Saw her get a couple of goals this morning. And in comes Morris again. Hurricanes get it back in the neutral zone. Pressure from the Wolves. Send it out. But Hurricanes get it back in. They walk in front. Get a shot. Barsanti makes a save. Puck goes in the corner. Gation ties up. Support from Morris, and the puck comes out. Hurricanes get it back in their own zone. Pressure from Palizé. Out comes Belanger and Cole to help her out. In the neutral zone, the Hurricanes enter Sudbury territory. Puck comes out front. Emma Moore steals it, sends it up the boards. Hurricanes keep it in. Their shot goes wide into the corner. Jojo picks it up off the, just up the sidewall to Dahlia. Dahlia into the zone. Hurricanes get it out. It's going to be icing coming up. All right, puck's behind the net. Pressure from the Wolves. Emma keeps that in. And Cole sends it down low. Hurricanes send it up center. Intercepted by Dahlia. Get some help from Palizé. The Hurricanes get it out. Intercepted by Moore. Up to Cole. Cole gets the red line, dumps it in. We got just under 9 minutes to go in the first. 0-0. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Perry back to Massimiliano. Tries to get that back to Perry. Knocked away by the Canes. Now Jojo to Michaela. Michaela comes over. The blue line enters the zone. A couple of white jerseys in the way, and Perry's there to help out. Perry to Lontang. Lontang chips it into the zone. Falls up. Gets some help from Paris. Body contact called there. Throws in Izzy's way. Two-minute power play for Mississauga. We send that down off the draw. Mississauga gets in the neutral zone, but Perry chips it away, gets it in their zone. Bella with some pressure. Hurricanes get it back into Sudbury territory. Go in the corner. Judd keeps her outside. Send it to the blue line. They keep it in. Pressure from Paris. Support from Judd. Judd gets the puck. Off the boards and out of the zone for Kalen. Wolves go for a line change. We get 4 new skaters out there with some fresh legs. In comes Morris for some pressure. She's got Geisha supporting her. Gibbs and Fruit on the back end. Hurricanes start to break out. Re-enter Sudbury zone. Knocked into the corner by Gibbs. Support from Cation. Comes to the blue line. That shot doesn't make it through. Now they get another shot that goes wide. Hurricanes get it in the corner. Send it behind the net. Pass out front. Shot goes high over the net. Gibbs in the corner. Tied up behind the net. You got 35 seconds to go on the penalty. We get the puck out of the zone. And 6 skaters on the ice there for Hurricanes. Back in our zone, they get a shot. Barsanti with the glove save. Well, they stopped playing the music, so that's good. Due to copyright issues, I need to mute it or else the stream will be canceled by YouTube. Out of my control. JoJo chips it out of the zone. 15 seconds to go on that penalty. Berkeley with some pressure. Hurricanes chip it up, but Belanger gets it back. Hands it off to Moore, across to JoJo. JoJo sends that up. Now we're back to 5-on-5. Dahlia gets the puck back. Dahlia cuts in, gets support from Emma. Emma gets a shot on net, just wide. I think we'll get a piece of that. Cole's there to keep it in at the boards. Back to JoJo. She walks in, gets that to Michaela. The shot's blocked. Hurricanes get it back, chip it up the boards. Emma Moore gets it back. She's got a lane. She takes it into the zone. In comes Cole to support her. Puck is loose. Palize picks it up. She works it down low, bounces off his skates to Cole. Her shot is saved, rebound held onto. 5.5 minutes to go in the scoreless first period. Out at Del Park Center in Oshawa, Ontario. Puck is loose off the draw. Paris gets a stick on it. The Canes knock it out. They get the red line. Judd gets it back, dumps it in. In comes Paris. Paris gets a piece of it. Paris supports her. Hurricanes start to break out. Come up to the neutral zone. Cross-ice pass into the zone. We get a shot that's blocked. Try to get a closer view for you. Now we chip that out. Paris gets it into the zone. At the blue line, in comes Massimiliano. Her shot, save, rebound. It's still loose. Lontagne after it, trying to get that out front. There we go. Nice pressure from Lontagne. Gets it out front. The goalie gets a stick on it. It's loose. In comes Morris. Shot off the post. Puck is behind the net now. Morris and Perry working on it. It's in some feats. Morris trying to get it over. Finds Perry. Perry to Judd. Her shot saved. Caleb to Ryan. Ryan brings it out. Nope. Hurricanes send her back. Puck's behind the net now. In comes Cation. Cation with some pressure. That's knocked out. That's going to be icing against Mississauga. Lots of good chances from the Wolves in this first period. Just, not reaching the goal line yet. It's coming. 4:04 to go in this first. Hurricanes off the draw, take it behind the net, hit the brakes. sidewall. They start to break out. Couture gets a stick on that. Dumps it back in the zone. Bounces in front. Hurricane goalie's going to hang on to that. Off the draw, comes back to Frood. She puts that in the zone. Morris takes it behind the net. Nice little move. Gets it out front. Everyone's tied up. Gibbs gets it back. Puts that out front. It's deflected. Goalie hangs on to it. Hurricanes clear it out. Icing waved off. Frood gets it behind the net. Pressure from the Hurricanes. Put it out front. Intercepted by Allegation. Ella, the enforcer, takes it into the zone. Gets support from Gibbs. And Frood chipping it in. Behind the net, Hurricanes send it up the boards. Paise gets a stick on it to slow it down. In comes Belanger to help out and Cole, but puck gets out of the zone. Paise gets it back in the zone. Cuts down low, gets it out front. Everyone's tied up. Hurricanes send it out. That comes back to Morsey. She chips that up to Paise. She leaves that for Belanger. Belanger enters the zone. Drop pass, doesn't connect though. Moore fires it back in. We're offside. We're back onside. Hurricanes chip it up the ice. Paise gets a stick on it. Belanger gets it back. Belanger to Carrington. Carrington re-enters the zone. Takes it wide. Her shot. Glove save. Rebounds loose. Belanger after it. Cole helping her out. Puck comes back to Emma Moore. Moore at the red line. Dumps it in. Mississauga gets it back in their zone, but Paris knocks it deep. Canes get it back behind the net. Cross ice pass intercepted by Perry. She's off while we're offside, so she gets that to JoJo. Up to Emma. Emma to Bella Perry. Perry across the neutral zone. Enters her shot, deflected over the net. Rebound picked up by the goalie. .141 to go in a scoreless first period. Off the draw, comes back to JoJo. She gets a shot. Goalie makes a save. Rebound into the corner. Perry trying to work it back to the blue line. Hurricanes get in the way, send it out. Emma Moore gets it back. Morsey off the boards, finds Paris. Paris gets it into the zone. Picked up by the Hurricanes, though. They head out, and Paris on the back check gets it back. Takes it in. Shot on net, save, rebound. Comes back to JoJo. She puts that towards net. Goalie makes a save, rebounds loose. Paris after it, under some bodies. Puck comes loose. Hurricanes chip it up center. Emma Moore intercepts that. Hands it off to Montaigne. She waits, gets onside. Takes it behind the net. Works it out front. Oh, it bounces over a stick. Bellamass gets it down low to Morris. Morris back to Bellamass. Her shot. Oh, just about got top corner. She puts that in. Cuts back to the blue line. Berkeley's there. Her shot just wide. In comes Bellamass. She keeps that in. Puck bounces out front. The Hurricanes goalie pulls it in. 12 seconds to go in the first. Off the draw, it's at the face-off circle. Hurricanes find it, chip it up center. Berkeley gets it back with 5 seconds. Gets it to Kaylin, she's tied up, and that's going to be the end of the first period, all tied at 0. All right, here we go. Second period action. Puck gets into the Hurricane zone. We send that back out. Belanger to Massimiliano, over to Judd. Judd to Palize. Palize enters the zone. Corner. Sends it down low. Dahlia's after it. Over to Dahlia. She cuts in with it. Knocked loose. Hurricanes pick it up. We get into the zone. Whew. The mass over to Carrington. Carrington up for Dahlia. Hurricanes enter. Shot deflected wide. Puck's at the side of the net. Bounces out front. Carrington gets it. Carrington takes it up the side. Cuts up center. Dumps it in the zone. Ends up on net. Goalie hangs onto that. No pressure from the Wolves on the line change. Puck comes out. No, it's at the blue line. Judd's tied up, and now it comes out. Back in our zone. Perry scoops it up. Perry gets a shot. Rebound comes out into the corner now. And so does Perry. Perry gets it out front. Tied up. Loose puck comes out of the zone. Rowan Frood gets it back in the neutral zone. Skates it in. Ooh, a little interference there. No call. All right. Soft call on Izzy earlier, and then this is going to happen. All right. Puck comes out to Montaigne. Sends that down low. Gets it to Gibbs. Gibbs shot just a little wide. Comes back to Rowan. Rowan chips it up to Michaela. Michaela back on side, and they follow it up. Hurricanes start to break out. Stopped by Morris at the blue line. Hurricanes get it back, though. They dump it in. Reverse. Comes up the side, but Hurricanes are there to keep it in. Pressure from Gibbs. Puck comes out to Morris. Morris to Gation. Hurricanes dump it in. Behind the net. Frood chipping it up. Over to Ryan. Ryan back for Adi. Puck shot in front. Save. Rebound. Save. Now it's back to the blue line. That shot blocked by Coutura. She chips it out of the zone. Hurricanes chip it up, but Morris is there. Morris picks it up. Takes it in the corner. Gets some help from Berkeley. Then JoJo gets that on net. Save is made. Rebound comes out. Hurricanes pick it up. They chip it up. JoJo gets it back. Hurricanes send it back up center now. Now the puck comes behind the net. Emma Moore gets there. Chips that around. Hurricanes try to work it out front. They get it to the blue line, and Gation gets that out of the zone. Hurricanes with possession. Pressure from the Wolves, though, and Berkeley chips that in the zone. Hurricanes get it back in their zone. Try D to D. Emma Moore fires that back in their zone. Oh, Dahlia got a piece of it, but the Canes get it back. Hurricanes come into the zone. They're tied up by Kayla Cole. Behind the net. Comes out front. Varsity with the save. 7:45 to go in the second period of a scoreless game. Off the draw. Still the face-off circle. Now a shot on net. Varsity with the save. Rebound picked up by Judd. She gets that to Palizé. Palizé chips it up. Stays in the zone though. Hurricanes get a shot that goes wide. They keep it in. Another shot that's blocked by Kaylin. Kaylin gets it back. Sends that cross ice. Icing called. That comes back to Kaylin off the boards. Michaela gets that out of the zone. Kaylin cross ice into the zone. Hurricanes send that out. Pass out front, intercepted by Lontang. She gets that to Paris. Paris gets the red line, chips it into the zone, follows it in. Perry on the other side, and puck comes back to Kaylin. Oh, just out of her reach. Now Barsanti leaves it for Massimiliano. Bella gets that out of the zone. Hurricanes get it back at their blue line. Cross ice pass, intercepted by Kaylin. She walks in, gets a shot. Goalie hangs on to that. All right. You're getting 2 games today, 2 for Friday. Puck shot, save is made. Oh yeah, you let her. On to Puck is behind the net. Geisha looking at it. Morris gets that to Couture. Couture to Gibbs. Her shot. Just a little wide, but nice and low. Kane comes through to keep that in. Puck comes out of the zone, and Gibbs is there. Gibbs across to Berkeley. Gets away from him. Berkeley gets it back to Ryan. Ryan settles it down in front. Shot. Save. Rebounds. Loose. Still loose. Just comes out of the zone. Gibbs is going to regroup in the neutral zone. Gibbs up to Couture. Couture gets that in the zone. Hurricanes get it back and start to go the other way. Loose puck picked up by Addie. Addie into the corner. Intercepted. Shot on net. There's Santi with the save. 5:08 to go in the second. Puck comes back to Emma. She's got some pressure. She gets it up to Cole. Cole to Palizé. Palize into the zone. Puck goes in the corner. Hurricanes chip it up into the neutral zone. Belanger is there. Belanger for Adjueze. Adjueze up to Palize. She gets in the zone. She's tied up though, and some support from Belanger. Over to Palize. Puck is loose. Belanger finds it. Now the Hurricanes knock that away. Sorry about the camera angle here, folks. There we go. They get it on net. It's loose. Barsanti with the save. .418 to go in the second period. 0-0. Game number 2 of Provincials for your Sudbury Lady Wolves. Puck is behind the net. Hurricanes working at it. Kaelin gets in the way, knocks it up to Michaela. Michaela chips it up. Montaigne gets it into the zone. Nice and waved off. Perry with some pressure, support from Montaigne. In comes Judd. And it comes back to Bellamas. Bellamas off the boards for Izzy. Izzy gets back in the zone. Pass out front. Everyone's tied up. Hurricanes get it back, send it up center. Judd knocks it down, sends it back in, back on side, and we're going for some pressure. Hurricanes send that around the other way. Turn. Dump it in our zone. Bellamas ties up down low. Puck comes out front. We knock that away. Perry chips at it. It gets knocked out of bounds. 3:05 to go in the second. Let's go, Frood to Gation. Gation chips that out. Hurricanes send it back in. They're back on side, and Frood gets possession. Frood to Gibbs. Gibbs up center, finds more. Oh, just curled. The puck curled away. Icing called. Oh, right idea. Right idea. The Hurricanes get it off the draw. They chip it down low. Gibbs with some pressure, tying up. Gets support from Morris. Morris to Fatura. Berkeley gets it up out of the zone. Out in the neutral zone. Berkeley sends it over to Morris. Hits her in the skate. Hurricanes come the other way with it. They stop at the blue line. They almost went offside, then they dish it back. Hurricanes with possession. Coming through the neutral zone. They dump it in. 2 minutes to go in the second period. Gibbs gets it back for the Wolves. Double reverse. Comes out with it. Gets that out of the zone. Hurricanes offside. Back onside, and Gibbs gets it back. Gibbs to Gation. Gation gets that out of the zone. Okay, he waved that off. It's close enough. Now Gation gets up to Belanger. Belanger into the zone. She's tied up. Hurricanes get it back and head the other way. Hurricanes dump it in. Gibbs gets it behind the net. Reverse. Loose puck comes across the crease. Berkeley working at it. Berkeley gets some help from Dahlia. Puck comes loose. That's a piece of a stick on the ground. Still loose, I guess. The ref's in the way. We got less than a minute now to go in the second period. Puck comes loose. They get a shot, deflect it wide. Frood chips it up. Palize to Gibbs. Gibbs up to Belanger. Dahlia gets a stick on it, walks in. Oh, goalie gets a piece of it. Fuck, sorry about the angle. Too much excitement going on here, folks. Try to keep you more involved. Down to 30 seconds. In comes Cole, keeping that in the zone. Ooh, Cole taking a headshot. Keeps battling. Palize helping her out. Hurricanes chip it up. JoJo stops it at the blue line. Gets some help from Izzy. Now JoJo over to Emma. Emma chips that in the zone. Icing called. With 6 seconds to go. Hurricanes coach talking to the ref for a second. Trying to say that it was a penalty. It was just a hockey play. All right. Let's go. All right. Puck comes back to the corner. Morsey ties up, and that's going to be the end of period number 2. Here comes the music. Back on mute. Here we go with third period action. Hurricanes get it into our zone off the draw. Puck goes behind the net, and so does JoJo. She gets it over to Michaela. Michaela up to Bella Perry. Perry gets the red line, chips it in. She follows it up. Perry into the corner. Gets that back to JoJo. JoJo walks across the blue line. Shot gets blocked. JoJo gets it back over to the blue line and in. We're back onside, and in comes Lontang. Pressure from Izzy, and she gets the puck. Izzy all alone in the zone. Oh, off the goalie's head. In comes Morris. She gets that back to JoJo. Her shot saved. Rebound from Morris. Tries the wraparound. It's loose in front. Inside. Holy Mackinac. Morris over to Paris. And we got ourselves a 1-0 hockey game. Sorry, I should have zoomed over to get the boys banging on the glass there, but I was pretty pumped. We got to pay taps. All right, 11 minutes to go in regulation time. 1-0 Wolves. Now cross ice pass to Gation. She cuts in with it. Gets a shot. Oh, almost got the crossbar there. Now it's over the point. Shot from Bella Mass. off a shin pad, comes back to Kalen. Kalen sends it back deep in the zone. Onside, and in comes Coutura. Coming up the sidewall, pressure from the Wolves. Oh, Judd gets a piece of it, but offside called. Food for thought. It was. Oh, yeah. Yeah, just to say. But it could have been intentional offside, too. It could have was back. This is a stranger. I don't know who I'm talking to. Random fans out here. All right, food in the corner. She's got a battle. She gets bumped and gets it over to Palisade. Palisade to Cole. Cole gets it out front. To Bélanger. She's all tied up, though. Loose puck. Knocked away by the Hurricanes. And they come up to the neutral zone with it. They get in the zone. Take a shot. That's blocked by Rowan. They get another shot. That one's saved by Layla. Now Michaela Cole in the corner. Gets it over to Gibbs. Gibbs up the boards. Kept in at the blue line. Shot goes into the other corner. Fruit chipping that up. Gets loose and Gibbs picks it up. Gibbs circles back in our corner. Cuts. Now she's going for a little skate. Addison gets it into the zone. Gets it all the way down low. And gets it back. Gibbs still on a roll here. Puck comes back to Bella Perry. She gets that over to Dahlia. Tries to get that back to Bella. Hurricanes send it out of the zone. Holy cow, yes. Too many players called on Mississauga. Second time they've done that tonight, but first time they get called for it. So it's going to be one of the players from the ice. All right, 55 goals in the box. Power play with 9 minutes to go in regulation. Puck cleared out. Layla sends it over to JoJo. JoJo goes behind the net. Gets over to Bella Perry. Perry across to Emma Moore. Moore going for a skate into the zone. Drops it to Lontang. Oh, nice move from Moore. Knocks that down. Gets it to Izzy. Izzy in front to Bella. She's tied up. Hurricanes just chip that out of the zone. Emma Moore up to Lontang. Lontang gets the blue line. Chips it in. Now it comes back to her Paris. Paris trying to get that to Lontang. She's tied up. Paris gets it back. Walks in. Oh, nice try. Goalie with a save. Paris on her own rebound. Gets it back to JoJo. JoJo across to Emma. Emma takes a shot. That goes on net. Rebound cleared out by Hurricanes. Emma keeps that in. Across to JoJo. JoJo at the blue line. Walks in. Gets it towards the net. Lontang helping out now. 45 seconds to go on our power play as Izzy circles the zone. Gets that to JoJo. Across to Emma. Emma taking a shot. Glove save. 40 seconds to go on that power play. 7:45 in regulation time. Okay, off the draw. Dacian sends it back to Kalen. Kalen goes across the blue line, walks in, and gets it down low to Ryan. Ryan to Bella Mass. She walks in. Glove save. Nice try. 24 seconds. All right. Off the draw, it's cleared out. By the Hurricanes. Judd gets it back in the neutral zone. Gets it down low to Berkeley. I don't know. Cleared out by the Hurricanes. Picked up by Fruit. At the blue line, chip it in. Back to 5-on-5 hockey with 7 minutes to go in regulation. Morris followed him up behind the net. Now puck comes to the blue line and out. Hurricanes get in the zone. No shots though. Into the other side now. Food picks it back up. She's got some pressure. She gets that over to Massimiliano. Bella Mass around the boards. Gation gets a piece of it. Over to Fruit. Fruit chipping that out of the zone. And Palisade with some pressure. Palisade gets at the red line, dumps it in. Puck comes up center. Cole keeps that in the zone. Help from Palisade, but Hurricanes come into our zone. They get a shot. Barsanti shuts the door. Puck's up the side. Hurricanes working at it, but Carrington knocks that out of the zone. Gets some help from Dahlia, but sent back for Rowan. Rowan picks it up, ships it up center, back into Hurricane territory. Hurricanes chip it up, but in comes Lontang, slow her down, and Belanger gets it back. Dahlia skates it, shipping it up. Hurricanes keep that in the zone. They're in the high slot. They get a shot that doesn't go on net, though. Now loose puck in front. Another shot. Barsanti with the save. Hangs on to that rebound. 5.5 minutes left in regulation. 1-0 Lady Wolves. Game number 2 of Provincial Championship. Hurricanes get it to the blue line. Shot deflected. It comes into the high slot. It's loose. It's picked up by Jojo. Jojo coming up the side, chipping it up. Getting some help. Perry to Moore. Off the boards. Back to Perry. Perry gets a shot on net. Goalie with a blocker save. Rebound. Kept in by Perry. Now Paris working at it. Paris got 3 white jerseys on her. Puck comes out. Now cross ice pass. Gets into the zone. Pressure from Paris, keeping her outside. Pass in front. Everyone's all tied up. Now Perry clears out of the zone. Icing called. 4.5 minutes to go in regulation. Kalen picks it up off the draw, going for a little skate. Takes it wide into the zone. Follows it up. There we go. Dredd keeps that in the zone, gets some help. Now around the side, Gation gets a piece of it. Gation in the high slot, forehand shot off the melon. Goalie gets the rebound. Off the draw, Cole gets that to Kaylin. She keeps that in the zone twice. Finally coming up to the Wolves. Tripping call, thank God. Yeah. 2-minute tripping call. Yeah. Then after that pushing on there, but we got lucky she did a full. Yeah. 4 minutes left on the penalty kill for 2 of those. Gibbs tied up in the corner. Puck comes behind the net. Hurricanes work it around to the blue line. D to D pass, shot, save, rebound cleared away, rebound snagged out of the air by Layla Barsert. Perry gets it off the draw, gets it to the blue line, now battles at the red line. 30 seconds gone from the penalty. Perry still battling in the neutral zone. Hurricanes get it back. Now Montang with some pressure. Hurricanes re-enter the zone. Back check from Montang, gets that to Perry. She blasts it off the boards. Hurricanes back in the neutral zone with it. Chip it up. Enter. Montang with some pressure. Hurricanes to the blue line. They get a shot that's high over the net. And Rowan Frood sending it down the ice. Hurricanes get it at the... Back in our zone they go. Shot, save from Barsant. 50 seconds to go on the penalty. 2:47 in regulation. Tie up off the draw. Puck picked up by JoJo. Fires that off the glass. Kept in by the Hurricanes though. Pressure from Paris though. Keeping them outside. Puck comes in the slot. The Tura knocks that into the corner. JoJo slams it up to the blue line. Canes keep that in. JoJo gets it to the blue line again. Hurricanes get it. This time Paris blocks the shot. Now JoJo up the boards again. This time it comes out. Hurricanes get it back in the zone. They're in the corner. They go behind the nets. Around the other side. And in comes Emma Moore. Sends that down the ice. Back to 5-on-5 as Hurricanes re-enter. They get a shot. Barsanti with the save. Rebound picked up by Michaela Paris. She gets it up to Gation at the blue line. Gation sends it up to Morris. Morris comes into the zone. Morris on the backhand. Nice try. Puck's stuck on the net now. It comes loose. Puck loose on the side. Morris with some pressure. Nice little bump. Penalty coming up. 2 for body contact with a minute and a half to go. That was just good body positioning, but that's going to happen. So although it doesn't sound the best having a penalty, it does work out in our favor because now we can ice it for the final minute and a half without repercussion. Okay, timeout. All right. Hurricanes have pulled their goalie. 6-on-4 for a minute and a half. Hurricanes get it to the blue line. No. Whistle goes. Me either. But that saved us 2 seconds. Holy cow. He put his hand out. He can't do that. Anyways, comes in the blue line. Paris sends that out. All right, trying a little trap. Now Gation with some pressure. Help from Judd. And it gets to the blue line. Shot blocked by Kaylin. She knocks it away. Gation gets a stick off the bench. Judd sends it out of the zone. We're down to the final minute of regulation time. 6-on-4. Hurricanes coming up to the neutral zone. They enter, get past a couple players, get a shot. Barsanti with the save. Rebound picked up by the Hurricanes. To the blue line. They get a shot. That goes wide. Judd clears away the rebound. Perry gets it back. That's kept in at the blue line. They get a shot. Barsanti got a piece of that one. 30 seconds to go. Puck comes out front. It's loose. Picked up by Michaela Parrish. She sends that down. No goal, but no icing either. So clock is ticking away now. We're down to 15 seconds. Hurricanes trying to come up. In the neutral zone, Perry steps up. Gets a piece of it. They get in though. Shot goes wide off the pad of Barsanti. 3 seconds. Puck comes out front. And guess what? Lady Wolves 2-0 after day one. Good start to Provincials. Can't wait to see everybody tomorrow afternoon for game number 3 of 3 for round robin. So big game tomorrow. A couple big wins today. See you next time.